Greetings, YouTube. I'm sure to some people, it feels like I just upload a video about everything, and I just never, ever stop. But believe it or not, I refuse to make videos in terms of everything from certain reasons of reaction videos to I get requests almost daily now because of how many cheaters there still are in Battlegrounds to do videos just calling out specific cheaters. And I haven't made a Battlegrounds cheating video in weeks because it would just be redundant. Now, maybe you missed that first Battlegrounds cheating video and wish that I would make a new one. But, my motto is I'm not going to repeat myself for the purpose of a video. I don't care if it would get thousands of views. It's just lazy, and it's not what I want my channel to talk about. With that being said, I've mentioned this as an aside in other videos, but I haven't actually made a specific video on this. And I have been told from so many people behind the scenes who are encountering this problem as Paragon players, and there are far more Paragon players than ever before, including our beloved Momber, because of Cyber Week and sales, which have allowed so many Thronebreakers to go from Thronebreaker to Wallet Breaker, aka from Thronebreaker to Paragon. Prof, please make a video on the fact that I have, like you, I've got 56 Tier 5 Basic in the Overflow. I wanted to make sure before I claim them, because I just did a rank up. 56 Tier 5 Basic in the Overflow. But maybe the most startling, 127 Tier 2 Alpha in the Overflow. Now, when I claim, that number will go down. And certainly you can take 3 of them, and if you have Black ISO Store access, which maybe quite a few watching don't pay for, you can take 3 of the Tier 2 Alpha and turn them into a Tier 5 Basic, which is what I'm going to do immediately when this resets. And by the time this hits my channel, I think it will have reset. But if you're going to sell a Tier 1 Alpha, you sell it, You've got that sell item at the top left. But when it gets to Tier 2 Alpha, this high-value item cannot be sold. And of course, the same is true for Tier 5 Basic. And for the longest time, we understood why. Because they're just the most valuable item in the game. But now, for going on, almost a year? That has not been the case. We now know that we have Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic. And I do not expect Kabam, if they were to approve this concept of selling Tier 6 Basic and Tier 3 Alpha, I don't expect them to have given us even the same amount of shards that we get from selling Tier 4 Basic and Tier 1 Alpha, which isn't even that much, right? Like, again, let's sell these 4, because I'm not going to use them. If you sell those 4, you get 480. I expect them to give you at most like 400. So you get 120, which is nothing. Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst Fragments, I expect them to give you at most 400, probably even less than that. Tier 3 Alpha. But it's something. It's some reassurance, some mental health insurance, as I like to call it on my channel. Some mental health insurance that if you don't have the ability to do a rank up in time, because you do get, at least it's not 14 days. Like, keep in mind, I will be doing a video in the next 2 weeks on use them or lose them. That's what I'm going to call the video. A little spoiler. Because they only give you 14 days to use rank up gems. I have 2 of these 6-star rank 1 to rank 2 generic rank up gems in my Overflow, and I'm guessing quite a few of you do as well, because if you had 0 rank 1 to rank 2 rank up gems like I did going into Cyber Weekend, you still got 6. I think it's 6. Anyhow, if you don't use them, you lose them. They expire. Now, they should have expired in 30 days. And you'll notice how, like, I've got these, incursions health pots? 30 days for those. But everything else? Nah, how about 14? That's one of my biggest complaints about the way that overflow is handled. I am so old. I remember when item overflow wasn't a thing because you couldn't run out of items in your overflow. And yes, that led people to hoard thousands of potions and revives and other things, knowing that they would just hold them until they needed them. And Kabam said that that took up too much server space, and they also said that it discouraged people to spend, which maybe both are true. So they put inventory limits, and then of course they monetized it from the Black ISO store if you really wanted to expand your inventory. But at the same time, it's time to change the rules. It's time to make it to where, even for just 100, because I've been doing the math in my head. I think with all these tier 2 alpha, I think I'm going to probably have some that at least get threatened to just be wasted because it's just too many. Well over 100. So that's my rant to start this cyber week, because yes, we still have, at the time of recording this, well, I guess I can't even go there anymore because all the purchases are made. We still have in the cyber weekend 4 days left. We're not even halfway done, which is crazy. Do you think Kabam should start letting us sell those, and what would you expect them to give us in return? Thanks for the comments as always. Have a good one.